Hello everyone, this is our second video tutorial on the GCSE Mock exam series. We are going to publishing these GCSE sample maths questions from now until January 2020, which will help for those who are sitting for the GCSE June 2020 examination. Each video tutorial contains 10 questions and it's an interactive session so that you can do the workout in a minute. If you need more time, you can pause the video and play back again when you are ready. After 1 minute, we will show the working and answers for each question. Please note, this is a non-calculator paper. We hope you enjoy the video tutorial. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to see all the upcoming videos. Let's look at the question. Is question number 11. Here are three cubes. The volume of B is 20% more than the volume of cube A. The volume of cube C is 30% more than the volume of the cube B. Find the volume of cube A as a fraction of the volume of cube C. So the total marks is 4 marks. I will give 1 minute to do this question, and after that I will show you the working and the answer. That is the end of the allocated time for the question number 11. Let's look at the answer quickly. The answer for the question is 25 over 39. Let's do this question. Let the volume of A is V. So we consider the volume of A is V. So the volume of B is V times 20% more. So here to here, 20% more means the multiplier. So here to here, the multiplier is 1.2. So those who are not understanding this multiplier, please look at our topic revision on the percentage. 20% more means you need to add 100 plus 20, which is 120. 120 divided by 100, that gives 1.2 as a volume increase. So 1.2 times by the previous volume, which is V. So the B's new volume is 1.2 V. Then the next data is given here. Volume C is, cube C is 30% more than the cube B. So here to here, the scale factor by 1.3. Why 30% more? So you times the 1.2V times 1.3, that gives 1.56V. So again, it's a non-calculator paper. You may able to times 12 times 13, 156, 2 decimal point, 1.56. Now read the question carefully. Find the volume of the cube A as a fraction of volume of cube C. So volume of A is V. Volume of C is 1.56V. So the V and V cancel. So the answer is 1 over 1.56. To make it as a fraction, times both sides by 100, which will give 100 over 156. Then I divide both by 4, which gives 25. 156 divided by 4 is 39. So that is the answer for the question number 11. Let's go to the next question. Question number 12. Prove that n squared minus n plus 1 is always an odd number. Get that the n, given that the n can be any integer such that n is greater than 1. So it's a 2 marks question. You need to prove that expression n squared minus n plus 1 is always an odd number. Let the time start from now for 1 minute given for this question. That is the end of the time allocated for the question number 12. Let's look at the answer and the working. So first of all, I'm trying to prove n squared minus n. So the first two expressions, so n squared minus n, if I factorize n and n minus 1. So I'm going to analyze this in two cases. Let n is an even number. So if n is an even number, then n minus 1 should be an odd number. So if one number is even, the number before definitely an odd number. So n is an even number, so n minus 1 should be an odd number. So n times n minus 1, which is an even number times an odd number, you can put some numbers in your head and just to work it out. Even number times odd number, always an even number. Therefore, n times n minus 1 is an even number, plus 1 always given odd number. So even number, so n times n minus 1 is an even number, plus 1. So if you add 1 to the even number, always is an odd number. So how about the second case? If suppose n is an odd number, n minus 1 should be an even number. So n times n minus 1 is an odd number times an even number, that gives an even number, right? So therefore, n times n minus 1 plus 1 is always an odd number. So this is going to be a even number, plus 1 is an odd number. Therefore, n squared minus n plus 1 is always an odd number regardless of n is an even or odd number. So there are so many other ways to prove this one as an odd number. So this is a reasonable and understandable way to prove. Let's look at the question number 13. Find the exact value of cos 30 degrees times tan 30 degrees. Give your answer in its simplest third form. So 3 marks question. Let's start the time. So in GCSE is a trigonometry exact value topic. So as a GCSE math student, you need to know the cos 30, what is the exact value, and tan 30 exact value without using a calculator. That is the end of the time allocated for the question number 13. Let's look at the answer for this one. The answer is 5 root 3 over 6, right? So now have a look. Cos 30, you need to remember root 3 over 2. and tan 30 is 1 over root 3. If you have difficulty to learn this one or memorize this standard angles, in my topic revision under the GCSE, there is a topic for trigonometry exact value, and I explain a kind of a very quick and easy method to remember this value. So if you can refer to that video, you may understand how to remember this exact value. So let's look at this one. So cos 30 is root 3 over 2 plus tan 30 is 1 over root 3. If I do the denominator, 2 times root 3 is 2 root 3. Root 3 times root 3 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5 over 2 root 3. I would rather leave this answer as a rationalize rather than leave it like that. So if I wanted to rationalize, I need to times root 3 top and bottom. So root 3 on the top, 5 root 3. Then root 3 at the bottom, root 3 times root 3 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So the final answer, 5 root 3 over 6. So you can see this question is changed to give you an answer in its rationalized third form. So that should be the proper wording in the exam paper. So rationalized third form means don't leave the denominator as a third form. You've got to times it by the root 3 to get rid of the third from the denominator. So that is the answer for the question number 13. Let's move on to the question number 14. The diagram shows a solid shape. The shape is a cone on the top of a cylinder and the cylinder on top of a hemisphere. The height of the cone is 6. The base diameter of the cone, cylinder and hemisphere, everything is 6 centimeter. The height of the cylinder is 10 centimeter. Now the question is, the total volume of the shape is K pi centimeter cube. K is an integer number. Work out the value of K. Is a 5-marker question. Let's try within a minute. The time starts now. That is the end of the time allocated for the question number 14. Let's look at the answer and the working. So the answer for the question number 14 is K equal 126. Let's look at the each step for this one. Volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r square h. I must admit this one, as a GCSE math student, you must remember this formula for each 3D shape. But having said that, some papers have the formula written on the question as in the box, but I didn't put that formula in the question paper. So I expect the students to remember the formula for each and every 3D shape. But don't take as a kind of a risk. They might give that in the paper. If not, it's going to be a risk in your examination. Please remember the formulas for the each 3D shape. So volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. 1/3 times pi r squared, radius is 3. 3 squared times h is 6, is the cone. So 3 squared is 9. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 times 6 is 18 pi is the cone's volume. Volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. You must remember that one. Pi r square is 3 square is 9 times 10 is 90 pi. Volume of the hemisphere is half of 4/3 pi r cube. Half times 4 over 3 times pi times 3 cube. So 3 cube is 27, divided by 3 is 9. Half is going to be divided, the 4 is 2. So 9 times 2 is 18 pi. So let me check it out again. So let me write this one. So half is here. times 4 over 3 and times 27, right? So 3 is going to be cancelled, the 27 with 9, and 2 is going to be cancelled, the 4 is 2, so 2 times 9 is 18 pi, so which is correct. So the total volume is 18 plus 90 plus 18, which is 3626 pi. So the question says the total volume is k pi, so k pi equal 126 pi, both pi cancelled, so k equal 126. Question number 15. A puzzle club recorded the time taken to complete a puzzle game for group of girls and boys. Here are the time taken by 19 boys. And the numbers are given, the time taken. Complete the table below to show the information about the time taken by boys. Then on the second part, here is some information about the time taken by 19 girls. The information is already filled up now. So the first one, A part, you must read the question carefully and you need to work out how to find out the median, lower quartile and upper quartile. Second part, Mike says boys are quicker than girls on completing the puzzle. Is he correct? Give reason. Mike says boys are vary more in the time taken to complete the puzzle than boys. So this is wrong, and is he correct? So than girls. So this should be, the question need to be altered as girls. Is he correct? Give reason. So I let the timer run for 1 minute and we will check the answer later. That is the end of the time allocation for the question number 15. Let's look at the answers and the workout. Right, let's look at the first part, lower quartile. The lower quartile, you need to understand the formula quarter of n plus 1. N is the number of item 19. So 19 plus 1 is 20. Quarter of 20 is 5. So fifth term is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth term is 55. So that is the lower quartile. And the upper quartile is 3/4 of n plus 1. So 3/4 of 19 plus 1, 20. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15th term. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this is the answer. So for upper quartile. And the median is half of n plus 1. So half times 19 plus 1, which is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10th term. So the 10th term is, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th term is 60. So that is the answer for the first part. So once you've done this one, Mike says boys are quicker than girls on completing the puzzle. So the key here, you need to compare the median. The median is 60 minutes or seconds, so the unit is not given here. So 60 seconds by boys. So Mike is correct because the median completing time for boys is 60 and the girls is for 69. So that means girls taken too long to complete the puzzle. So the boys have taken less time to complete the puzzle, which means they are quicker than girls. That is the perfect answer. Last question is, Mike says boys are more vary in the time taken to complete the puzzle than, here the question is wrong, we already corrected in the previous slide, which is girls here. right? So Mike is saying boys are more wary in the time taken. So Mike is not correct because range completing time for boys is 79 take away 48. Highest number take away smallest number is 31. And for the girls is 92 take away 45 is 47. So the 47 is greater than 31. Therefore, girls are wary more than boys. But Mike said boys are more wary. So Mike is not correct on the C part. That is the answer for the question number 15. Let's move on to the question number 16. There are 4 dials on a combination lock. Each dial can be set to the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 4-digit number 1111 is the way dials can be set as shown in the diagram. So here the 1111 is set, but there are different combination can be set to the padlock. We call combination lock. Now the first part, work out the number of different 4-digit numbers that can be set for the combination lock. The last part, how many of the possible 4-digit numbers have 4 different digits? 4 different digits means the all 4 digits cannot be same, like 111 is the same unit, a same digit is going to be repeating. So without repeating totally different numbers, how many combination of numbers can be happen? That is the B part question. A part, what is the total combination on a 4-digit combination lock? Let the timer runs for 1 minute. That is the end of the time allocation for the question number 16. So let's look at the answer and the workings. So the answer for the first part is 625 numbers can be set, and the answer for the B is 120 numbers have 4 different digits. So how to do this question is, you need to have 4-digit number. So you have 5 numbers to set. It can be 1, it can be 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 different combination for the first point. Second number can be all 5 units, right? So the same number can be repeat again. So if you take 2, digit 2, the digit 2 can happen in the second number. So all 5 combination is going to be repeat again and again 4 times. So basically it's 5 to the power 4. 5 to the power 4 we know is 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. 125 times 5 is 625 numbers can be set. Now, if they ask for different digit, that means if you take one of the numbers, let's say 2, you can't set the 2 on any of the other spaces. So the first digit can be all 5 combination. Then whatever the number you taken is going to be less 4 combination on the second space, and 2 numbers taken, so the next one is going to be 3 combination. 3 numbers taken, so remaining 5 take away 3 is 2 combination. Last one is 2. So 5, 4, 3, 2. If you times together, 120 numbers have 4 different digits. That's our answer for the question number 16. Let's look at the question number 17. Given that x squared is to 11x minus 6 equal 1 is to 3, find the possible values of x. It's a 4 marks question. Let the time start now. That is the end of the time allocated for the question number 17. Let's look at the answer and the working. The answer for the question is x can be 2 upon 3 or x can be 3. How to do this one is a ratio question. X squared is to 11x minus 6 means x squared over 11x minus 6 equal 1 over 3. Right? So if we do the cross multiplication, 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 11x minus 6 times 1 is 11x minus 6. Then bring everything to the one side, that is 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. It's a quadratic factorization, and solving quadratics, if you're having problem on this one, please, I have a video tutorial on a topic revision guide for how to do it, solving quadratics very quickly. The method 3x minus 2, x minus 3, two brackets, equal the two brackets individually for 0, then you get the answer x equal 2 upon 3 or x equal 3. So that is the answer for question number 17. Let's move on to the question number 18. Given that x squared minus 8x plus 1 equal x minus p whole thing squared minus q for all values of x, find the values of p and q. Hence, write down the coordinates of the turning point on the graph y equal x squared minus 8x plus 1. It's a 1 mark question. Total is 3 marks. Let's the time start now for 1 minute. That is the end of the time allocation for the question number 18. Let's look at the answer and the working. So the answer for the question number 18 is P equal 4 and Q equal 15. This is a topic called completing the square. So x squared minus 8x plus 1 equal to half of 8 is 4. So x minus 4 whole thing squared. Then you need to take away the 4 squared. So 4 squared is 16 plus 1. So minus 16 plus 1 is minus 15. So the answer is x minus 4 whole thing squared minus 15. And that is the 4 is the P and the Q is 15, right? So turning point means after you making a quadratic expression to a completing square, if you equate the x minus 4, the bracket inside the bracket equal to 0, x answer will be given. So x equal 4. Then whatever hanging here, so minus 15 becomes the y coordinate. So turning point is 4 comma minus 15. That is the answer for the question number 18. Let's look at the question number 19. Express square root of 20 plus square root of 125 in the form of p root 5. It's a 2 marks question, and express 1 over root 2 to the power 5 in the form of square root of q over r. That is a 3 marks question. Altogether is a 5 marker, and I'm going to give 1 minute for that. that is the end of the time allocated for the question number 19. Let's look at the answer and the working out. Square root of 20 can be written as 4 times 5 is 20. Square root of 4 is 2 root 5. 125 can be written as square root of 25 times 5. Square root of 25 is going to be 5 root 5. So 5 root 5 plus 2 root 5 is 7 root 5. B part, 1 over root 5 to the power 5. So this 5 belongs to both of them. So 5 belongs to 1 and 5 belongs to square root 2 as well. So 1 to the power 5 is 1. If you times 1 by any number of times, it's going to be 1. Root 2 to the power 5 is root 2, 5 times you need to multiply. Root 2 times root 2 times root 2 times root 2, another last root 2. So the answer is root 2 times root 2 is 2. Again, another root 2 times root 2 is 2. So 2 times 2 is 4 root 2. So the answer is 1 over 4 root 2. I have previously mentioned, if the surd format is coming as a denominator, you need to rationalize. So if you rationalize square root 2 by both, times it by square root 2 both, square root 2 times square root 2 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8. So the top is the numerator becomes the square root of 2. So the answer is square root of 2 over 8. So Q become 2, R become 8. So that is the answer for the question number 19. Question number 20. A is inversely proportional to B. B is directly proportional to cube root of C. Given that A equal 3 and C equal 125 when B equal 2. Find a formula for A in terms of C. Let's give it 1 minute time. Trying to work out the direct proportion and inverse proportion, two sets of formulas, and trying to merge those two formulas to find an equation for A in terms of C. That is the end of the time allocated for question number 20. Let's look at the answer and the working out. First of all, the answer is A equal 15 over cube root of C. And the working is, first of all, the first sentence is A is inversely proportional to B. So A is inversely proportional to 1 over B. So we are going to change this to an equation by introducing a constant K1. So A equal K1 over B. A is the answer is 3, B is the answer is 2. If you cross multiply 2 times 3, K1 equals 6. So we got a kind of a equation A equal, instead of K1 you can substitute 6. So A equals 6 over B. The second data says B is directly proportional to cube root of C. So B proportional to cube root of C, B equal K2 times cube root of C. So the answers for B equal to K2 times cube root of 125 is 5. So from that you can find out K2 equal 2 upon 5. So the equation is B equal 2/5 cube root of C. So if you combine the two equations together, A equals 6 upon B, instead of B you substitute 2/5 of cube root of C. Then the 5 goes to the up, 5 times 6 is 30. 30 over 2 cube root of C. 2 divide the 30 by 15, so 15 over cube root of C. So the final answer is A equal 15 over cube root of C. So the question is, if you read the question, find a formula for A in terms of C. So A in terms of C is A equal 15 over cube root of C. So that is the end of this video tutorial. So we hope you enjoy the video tutorial. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to see all the upcoming videos. And future, we are going to discuss the more deep topic revisions guide and more past papers. Good luck.
Is your child weak in mathematics? Do you spend much time at work and struggling to find a tutor for your children? Don't worry, because we have an ultimate solution. Smart Tutors brings you an amazing meld of mathematics coaching experience by tutors working successfully in UK for more than 12 years. Our website is an immersive learning experience that provides comprehensive, curriculum-aligned mathematics content for toddler, age 5, to teenager, age 18. Smart Tutor is a user-friendly website which enables you to download 3 mathematics worksheets for free. If preferred, the user can download thousands of mathematics worksheets and sample papers for the chosen age group for only £2.50 per month. Not just this, but if you wish to have private tutoring at home, and if you are living in London 20 miles radius from Heathrow Airport, you can request for private tutoring by clicking the button, and tutor will contact the parent and arrange the class for your child at your own place. Smart Tutors also provides a facility to have tutoring via online tools. If you are interested, book your session now. You'll not need to wander for math tutors for your children anymore. Contact us today for a guaranteed 100% success.